Very cool.
Howdy.
Boo! Damn it.
What were you
Hello
expecting?
and welcome back to the We Should Talk More podcast, and happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Ooh. This is the podcast where two lifelong friends with not much in common try to get a little bit closer. My name is Harry Potter, the chosen one. Lemgardium Leviosa.
Hey, Billy Mays here from OxyClean. The stain cleaner. From the air we breathe and the water you drink. I'll take that shit right off your carpet.
Wow. That's great. That's a great costume.
Thank you.
Billy, for joining me today.
And Harry,
And Harry.
it's an honor.
Thank you. Today is a very special episode. It's our Halloween special. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Cheers.
So this episode is a little bit informal. We're just, think of us as celebrating Halloween along with you.
Mm-hmm.
You can listen to this episode while you're trick-or-treating or while you're carving a pumpkin.
Or you're working.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Or on the toilet.
That too.
If you're on the toilet, I'm probably on the toilet too.
Yeah, if you're on the toilet,
Boo! You think that worked?
I think I've definitely scared at least 2 or 3 of our listeners.
Sam.
Yeah, Sam.
Sam, that was for you. Do let us know what happened.
Yeah. So we don't have as much planned today in terms of content. We're just gonna kind of just like chit chat about Halloween, our favorite memories and stuff. I do have a creepypasta story to share towards the end of the episode, so make sure to stick around for that to hear one of the scariest stories.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
But yeah, let's just talk about Halloween.
Well, let's talk about our coffee.
God damn it.
And you went on a trip this past weekend.
I did. Oh yeah, we need to do coffee hour. I always forget about coffee hour. So yeah, before we get into anything, it's coffee hour time.
It'll take about 3 minutes. If you don't want to hear us chit chat, then skip
You can
to the next 3-4 minutes, probably 6. But we're gonna catch up a little bit. It's been a while since I've seen John.
It has. I got us some regular Dunkin' coffee.
Thank you.
We were originally gonna drink beer, but I drank a lot of beer this last weekend. I was partying like a madman at a family-friendly amusement park.
Yep.
So we just stuck with coffee, regular coffee.
Yeah, I was massively disappointed.
Yeah. Oh, you wanted beer?
No, I'm just playing. I was totally fine with it when you said you weren't looking to drink.
Yeah. Because I do enjoy having a brew, but we are gonna have a date this weekend, so we can enjoy our brews then.
Oh yeah, look forward to the next episode for the coffee hour, because John and I will probably be reflecting on how our date went.
Yeah, we'll
with
be
one
talking
another.
about it. Yeah. So this is an exclusive one-on-one date. I told my girlfriend, like, you will not be hearing from me on Saturday. even texting.
Wait, so what time does our date end?
I guess like right before midnight.
Right before midnight.
Yeah.
Right before midnight.
Yeah. So it's like a Cinderella type situation.
All right. Okay. That works with me, man. What time are we meeting up?
Are
you picking me up or am I picking you up?
I could pick you up. I think you've picked me up more often than not lately when we've gone places, right? Or like
Yeah.
the last like 2 times.
Yeah.
I could pick you up.
We'll think about it.
Well, yeah, it depends on what we end up doing. We'll have to talk about it more.
Mm-hmm. Let's meet up at 8
in the morning or at night.
in the morning.
In the morning. Okay.
Yeah, let's start our date early.
Okay. I'm down.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
I have nothing planned on Friday. I know you're seeing your girlfriend, but I'll just be chilling. Some friends of ours are going to a strip club, and they were asking me to go. They were asking you to go.
Were they?
Yeah.
For Friday?
I think it was originally for Saturday. I don't want to like point out people, but yeah, I think it was originally Friday, but he messaged me on yesterday or 2 days ago
Mhm.
saying, hey, we're going on Friday. I'm like, oh, that's great. I have nothing planned on Friday. Have fun. So I reached out to Jonathan and Sam, friend of the show. Jonathan is Sam's boyfriend, and
Sam's boyfriend's Jonathan, who is brother of host of the show, Josh.
Yeah, and Sam is Jonathan's girlfriend.
John's ex-girlfriend.
Wow, I didn't know about that one.
No.
And so I actually asked them to go on a date on Friday.
That's funny. That's
Yep.
good. I'm glad. That'd be cute.
Yep.
Do you know what you guys are doing?
They suggested El Chingon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. You'll have to check out. So El Chingon is this Mexican place by my house. Josh and I have gone there quite a few times and have gotten like absolutely lit because their drinks, like, they put so much alcohol in them.
You'll be totally plastered.
The last time I went, they added a new drink where my dad literally looked as it was going by. He's like, I'm telling you, I see like 8 shooters in that drink right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling him like, no way. Like that.
Every
they
time
don't do
we
that.
go, the biggest drink just gets bigger.
That's true. And when I looked, I counted, it didn't have 8. It had like about 9 different shoot. And so it's like a big margarita glass. And they have them around it, but this one literally, it's like circling, like there's less rim like real estate right now. It's like mostly just shooters. It's incredible. I don't know.
Like they're just carrying around toilet bowls now.
I don't like, I'm curious, like, are there any rules about that? Like how much alcohol like a drink can have?
To someone?
Like I don't know if there's any laws about that, but like if there are, like
we might be calling them out right now.
We might be, which I don't know. Maybe we should.
Don't close them down.
Yeah, please don't report them.
I'm trying to go on Friday.
But imagine like a drink like that. Like just we have the smaller ones, and the smaller ones fuck us up. So like a drink like that, I think like we wouldn't get home.
Yeah, I mean, if you have it by yourself, just a smaller one, you get really fucked up. But you can share it with somebody and be okay.
I think that it's better to share that kind of thing.
And the smaller one is $30 as it is.
Yeah, so like I'm also wondering how much expensive they're.
I think it's like 60, 70 once you get to the largest.
Yeah, which is a lot. But I mean, if you want to get fucked up on one drink only, then I guess it's okay.
Yep, I guess so.
But yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna go on a date on Friday. I think bowling.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go bowling.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'll take Maggie
Where to?
bowling. I don't know where exactly. I told her we should go bowling.
And there's a bowling spot right down the street in this direction and in that
But
direction.
does these spots sell beer? I
They
don't know if
might.
have alcohol. I know
Bolero's is a
I know
nice one.
Bolero's has alcohol, so I was thinking maybe that one.
Yeah,
but,
Bolero's is always the spot that people like to go to, so check that one out.
Cool.
Everything else is pretty standard. I do think, do they not serve beer at regular bowling alleys? I haven't been to a bowling alley in so long.
I don't remember.
Not in a time that I was actually drinking.
Yeah, I know I've seen certain bowling alleys that they're specifically like labeled as being like a bowling alley and a bar.
Okay.
There's one in Garwood. I don't know if you've seen that. Like
Nope.
Garwood lanes, they only has like 3 lanes.
Oh,
The
really?
bowling alley, but then there's like a full bar like in it, so it's mostly a bar, but it has like a bowling alley.
Gotcha.
And that's like a popular spot that I see people go to. I think I walked in there once, but all the lanes were taken, 'cause, like, so we didn't stay. But yeah,
cool.
exciting stuff.
Yeah. I have a date on Saturday actually.
With who?
Oh, this beautiful Latina girl.
Wait, you had a date or you have a date
Have.
on this coming Saturday?
Yeah. We're meeting up at like 12 p.m.
12 p.m. So if you're planning on seeing me,
Yeah, I told her that I have a date in the morning.
oh, so is our date ending at 12 in the afternoon? I'm at 12 at night.
Oh, what? You meant 12 at night?
So you're just trying to hang out from like 8 in the morning
Oh,
till
shit.
12 in the afternoon. Holy
Damn,
shit.
I gotta rearrange my plans.
Oh my god, you can have her come with us.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Um,
she just has to stay in her lane.
Okay. No, I'm only playing.
I know, that's funny. We should go on a double date.
We definitely should.
Yeah,
We can plan something. We'll talk about it off the air.
yeah.
though.
We'll talk about
I was really thinking of what I should suggest.
All right.
All right.
What do you have planned this Halloween?
This Halloween, I don't know. Generally, like we have some plans with our friends, but nothing has been planned yet, has it?
Nothing has been planned.
I don't think anyone has mentioned anything.
I always get nervous because like if like my birthday is like the weekend after Halloween, so if nothing's going on Halloween, I know like I'm not gonna really I probably won't see anybody for my birthday.
Well,
We'll have to plan
last year we did back-to-back parties.
something. Yeah.
I think. Well, I had a party that I went to with you, at your sister's house.
Mm-hmm.
Then the day after, I believe our friends did something. I had to miss out on that. I don't remember the occasion.
I think it was might have been the reverse. I think my sister's was on Halloween day.
Okay.
The party with those people was first. It was like on Friday or something.
Yeah, I think I was busy with some project work for the boot camp I was doing at
Yeah.
the time, and I was just really busy with work at the time.
Yeah.
Then the week after, we celebrated your party at my house.
We did. We had a mobster themed birthday
Oh,
party.
that
We
was so
continued
fun.
the Halloween. Oh yeah, you even dressed up too. You had you
I
were
just
wearing a
wore a
wife
tank top.
beater. Yeah, you were in a tank top.
And
That was funny.
I had the
Suspenders?
straps. Yeah, the suspenders. I couldn't
Yeah.
remember what they were called.
That was
and
funny.
like gray pants.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I feel like almost everybody. I think everybody dressed up.
I think so.
That was funny.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
What is it? Traditionally, we do Halloween 2 times a year now.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing the last 2 years. We well, I guess last year for COVID, was there a reason why we had Halloween in October? Do you remember how that idea even came up, or was it Athena?
Halloween in
idea?
October happens.
I mean,
because
sorry,
Halloween's is
Halloween
October.
was it in July? No, Halloween in June.
It was June because we had Christmas
Yeah, we
in
had
July.
it before Christmas.
So we were all just drinking at my parents' house,
That's right.
and then Athena suggested it, and then within the week we had a Halloween party.
Yeah, it was very quickly after.
It
That's
was
right.
very
That was
spontaneous.
funny.
All of Athena's friends came. Shout out Athena's friends.
Yep.
And then I think it was just a regular circle of friends beyond that.
Yeah.
I
That was
dressed
probably
up.
one of the funnest parties we had at your old place, though, I think.
I think that was like the first one we had at my old place. Oh, the housewarming was the
Yeah,
first one.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, we definitely had like the most people, I think, for that one at least.
Yeah, it could have been.
At that place, it feels like.
I feel like that one felt like it was the first one because I remember a lot going into trying to figure out the logistics. I could be wrong.
Or do you think maybe just like it was like that because of like the different like decorations and getting costumes and all that stuff?
Maybe that's what was that. Maybe that's what
I
like,
think there was
was on
definitely
my mind.
more planning though. I
Yeah.
think it was the most planned party at that
Mhm.
point, like that summer.
I
Probably.
mean, it only took us 1 week to get it done.
Yeah, but I guess it had
The most
more-
planned party was
most
the
moving
Christmas one.
pieces. Yeah, the Christmas
The
one.
Christmas one was the most planned
Yeah.
one. We had an Airbnb. This is unrelated to Halloween. But we had an Airbnb in Jersey City. Me and John scoped it out to figure out what the parking situation would be. So what our suggestions would be for everyone who's arriving. We had to think about how we're going to split up the cost, who's going to be able to sleep where, if people choose to stay the night. And then to bring decorations
Yeah.
to Jersey City. So, I mean, I went to my parents' attic. Fucking hot up there. In the summer, my parents' attic goes up to like 110 degrees, 120 degrees. So we were sweating our balls
Oh,
off.
that was awful.
Yeah, you remember that now,
Yeah.
right? We brought down a ton of decorations, and then we went early to Jersey City and we set up. That was pretty involved.
Yeah.
For October, for the Halloween in June, sorry, I did the same thing, but
Getting decorations, but it was all like within like
it was all within like a day. It was
Yeah.
pretty quick. I remember actually going for an oil change that
The same
morning
day.
to at Alex's shop.
oh really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So it was a busy day, but
Yeah.
everything got done within the hours that
Yeah.
I had for that day.
Which was definitely impressive. I like when we do stuff like that where like it just comes together really quickly.
Yeah, it feels like you're doing things.
Yeah,
Rather than
yeah.
just sitting around.
Yeah.
So that was a great Halloween. What did you dress up as?
For the one at your house, I was Iron Man, but I I just wore like a blazer and like a band shirt, and I made a glove out of like it was like a softball glove that my sister used to have,
Mhm.
and I cut a hole in it and I put like a LED light. It was kind of cool.
It was pretty cool. I remember that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. For myself, I remember going to the mall and buying a fall flannel,
Mhm.
and it worked very well for a cowboy outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that. I had my suspenders, and I think I put on a vest, and the whole combination with the blue jeans I think I had on at that time, worked out nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll share a photo of us on that day. We have a couple photos of us in our costumes, so
Yeah, I think
you'll
we
see
have
that
a
on our
few-
Instagram.
We have a few photos we can share. So we'll have the photo of what we're wearing today, so you can see maybe in Billy Mays and John being Harry Potter. We have the Halloween costume we just talked about. We have the Halloween costume that came next. What did we wear for actual Halloween 2020?
Well, the Halloween that we hung out on, I was Rick, and our friend Anthony was Morty. So like it was a couple's costume.
When you say we, I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, you weren't at. Oh yeah, sorry. So well, that's what I was at the party before that you couldn't attend. The one that you did attend, I was in another couple's costume or group costume. I was Timmy Turner, and my sister and Gustavo were Wanda and Cosmo.
Leading up to that, what did I tell you I was gonna dress up as?
I'm trying to remember. I don't know.
And you were so disappointed. You're like,
Oh,
Josh is
you
gonna
were
come to
gonna-
this party. He's gonna
As a high school teacher, as our high high school teacher from our high school, which you were at the time.
Yeah, exactly. So John gave me a lot of pressure not to do that. He says that would be the most god awful costume I've ever
All right.
heard of.
I don't remember saying that, but I probably was mostly kidding if I said god awful. But I mean, what did you end up going as?
I ended up going as Jim Carrey for Ace Ventura.
Mhm.
So I bought a button down that has like a tiger on it. There's all this wildlife, and just wore a white wife beater underneath. And I got these really big red pants that I threw a brown belt, the belt that I'm actually wearing right now. I bought this belt just for that occasion.
Yeah. I'm glad we got another use out of it.
Exactly. This belt is like very versatile. So I threw that and like strapped that around my waist. I didn't actually put it through the rings of the belt of the pants. I put it above it because that's just the style I think Jim Carrey was using in that
Yeah.
movie. And then I made a little business card.
Yeah, I think that costume was awesome. I think there were a few people at my sister's house that even guessed it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd hope some people would be able to guess
Yeah.
it. At that time I was clean shaven, so I was able to make it work.
Yeah.
That was something I specifically clean shaved for. I don't clean shave often. And this past year for the 2 Halloweens that we're having, I've refused to clean shave. So I've been thinking about costumes that would work with somebody that has a beard.
I was this year I was growing a mustache like a month ago, and I was thinking of like for Halloween, I'm like, what mustache related costumes can I have just so I can keep this till then? But I ended up shaving it. Charlie Chaplin. I will look like Hitler.
No, you would.
Did you watch The Office?
You would look like Charlie Chaplin.
I would absolutely look like Hitler.
You would absolutely Charlie.
Well, I would also
Chaplin.
look like Charlie Chaplin, but
You-
people would
you
think I
would.
look like Hitler.
Not if you wear the hat.
Yeah, I guess. But what if I lost the hat? Then I'm just Hitler.
Don't lose the fucking hat then.
Holy shit. But no, I ended up shaving it.
Mhm.
Oh, because I was meeting my girlfriend's parents, and I didn't want to have a mustache. I was like, I don't know, like it wasn't bad looking, but I feel like I didn't want that to be the first impression like of me with having a big mustache.
I get you. So what did you wear this past summer when we had a Halloween party?
Oh, that was like I found a bunch of clothes that I wore like in like 2011, and I also bought a shirt that is pretty similar to a shirt I had in 2011 that said like I love boobies.
Oh yeah.
And then I have like this button down that I bought like in 2011, which I
Mhm.
wore, and then I wore like these green pants and like a snapback that said swag on it. It was it wasn't my best costume, but I liked it. I was just a version of myself from like 10 years ago, basically.
Well, it was inspired. Or at least you were telling me. I'm planning to go to this Halloween party as a skater.
Oh, that's right. But then it ended up transforming into like something else because I just started wearing a bunch of like weird clothes.
You still ended up taking the skateboard.
I did have the skateboard. Yeah, that was funny.
That skateboard ended up being in my trunk for the like next 6 months because I was too lazy to bring it down to storage.
That's funny.
That Halloween, I dressed up as Bob Ross.
That was a great costume.
I was wearing the same shirt that I'm wearing now, so everything like I've been reusing for the past year.
Yeah, I almost thought you were Bob Ross again when I saw you outside.
I wouldn't do that, man. I wouldn't do that. So I was wearing this shirt. What would I have worn underneath? I don't think I did. I think it was just bare skin underneath.
Yeah, and yet you were wearing jeans, right?
I was wearing blue jeans and I was wearing flip flops.
Yeah, that's right.
I was wearing flip flops, and then I had the paint, whatever you call it, where you keep your paint in my hand and the paintbrush in my other hand. And of course, I got a wig,
afro, yeah,
the afro wig, and the beard completes the picture.
Yeah, that was a good costume. That's a really solid costume.
Yeah, I went shopping the next day wearing the wig.
Oh yeah, I think I remember. Yeah, the next day he's like posting photos, still wearing the wig.
Yeah, I couldn't let it. I mean, it's like a one-time use type of thing, so I couldn't let it just go to waste immediately after. So it was a good time.
Yeah,
So many people looked at me. So many people asked me if that's real. I was like, yeah.
it did somehow look like real. It was just like the same exact color as your hair, and it fit so perfectly on your head.
Some people like. I remember when I was shopping at ShopRite, I got somebody like giggle at me as she's like staring me down, and I'm just pretending I don't see her looking at me. And, like, she was so obvious, not knowing that she was so obvious. I'm like, God damn, people really don't know how to be inconspicuous about things.
That story reminds me, which is like transitioning to something that we spoke about before. But do you remember the year that we dressed up as greasers? That we went into 7-Eleven, like our whole group dressed up as greasers.
Did we go into 7-Eleven?
We went into 7. I don't know if it was before or after. Oh no, it was after, because like I don't know why we went into 7-Eleven. It was by our friend Anthony's house, because we were also buying pizza.
You got a compliment when we did that.
In 7-Eleven? Right? I think so, maybe.
I think I remember somebody coming out with a compliment.
Yeah.
I don't think it was me. Although I was definitely the best looking greaser in the group.
That was what year was that when we did that? Is it 2016?
I think we were seniors.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. How am I saying 2016? We had already graduated. Yeah, so 2014. That was like the fall. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. That was like the last Halloween dance we went to, and that was cool. We all dressed up as greasers, and we had fake cigarettes.
Oh, we did have fake cigarettes.
We were pretending to smoke them in school, and I think a teacher kind of like scolded us about it, or they were just like scoffing about it, I guess, because like
I think they're all cool with it at the end of the day. And then we had Athena and her friends dressed up as what do you call them?
Oh, they were the pink ladies.
The pink ladies, exactly.
I don't remember how they. Oh no, they actually had like pink, like pink dresses and like pink jackets, right? That's how. Yeah,
they did.
Yeah.
So that was a big group.
Yeah.
We had 4 of us and maybe like 5 or 6 of them.
Did we win that year?
We got 3rd place.
Kind of sucks.
It was such BS.
Yeah, I don't even remember who else was there. Who
Nothing that compared, man. Nothing that compared.
Yeah, I feel like most of the other costumes were kind of shitty. And also, we were in character. Like, we were like I remember especially Lago was like walking like he was like doing like the accent and stuff, and like I don't know. We should have got it.
We killed it that year.
Yeah, that was a great costume. It at least I feel like it definitely got the most like attention. Like when we were walking around, I feel like as
soon as we walked around, all the girls were breaking their necks for us. No joke.
And the boys too.
Perhaps.
But yeah, that was probably one of my favorite costumes. I don't know what I even did that year, like for Halloween. I don't know if we were greasers again for actual Halloween.
I don't think
that dance wasn't on Halloween. It was like
it's always leading
Friday,
up to Halloween.
Like,
yeah. I don't know what I did for Halloween that year. I don't know what I did for many Halloweens after that. I think a few Halloweens I dressed up with my girlfriend at the time, and since then. Did like a Superman for one Halloween, which is simple. I just put on a Superman shirt. That's just like a easy cop out. Then I think I did that next year too. Maybe the year after that.
Do you have any like favorite Halloween costumes?
I think what did I say I did? Oh, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
I think Jim Carrey fits me the best when I'm clean shaven.
Yeah. That was really good. I think that's my favorite costume that you've ever done.
I appreciate it. Because I mean, I've got in the comment too that I've looked like Jim Carrey when I'm clean shaven, and if I'm wearing the right clothes and I make the right faces. Speaking of which, you're dressed up as Harry Potter.
Yeesh.
And I was telling you before the show, as a kid, people used to identify me as Harry Potter. I used to have big round glasses as a little boy, 3, 4, 6 years old. And I have a scar on my head. It's not very visible now. Maybe John will zoom in and like try to find it with editing this video, but it's somewhere up around here. And what happened was I was at Six Flags and I thought it would be really cool to walk around with my eyes closed. So I closed my eyes, just strolling along, and then boom, a metal trash bin hit me. Or I hit the metal trash bin.
Yeah, you're acting like the metal trash can lunged at you. Someone threw it at you.
And then I burst out in tears and my like forehead is bleeding. And
were you bleeding a lot?
yeah,
Oh,
I had to get stitches.
yeah.
So I remember going over to like their medical field that they have at Six Flags, and they like treated it with some type of medical stuff, but then like the next day I went to the doctors and got stitches. So yeah,
How old were you?
I was like 5.
That sucks.
So that helped out with me looking more and more like Harry Potter, because now I had an actual scar on my head. I had the round glasses. I was a short, stubby little boy. Well, I mean, Harry Potter isn't stubby. But there was one time, my parents tell me this. Maybe it's just a story they tell me to tell me. But we were walking around in New York City, and a couple comes up to us saying, "Are you Harry Potter?" And like they're dead serious, thinking that I am the Harry Potter.
Daniel Radcliffe.
And I mean, they disappoint them. I'm just Josh Cornell. But apparently I looked enough like it, Harry Potter at that time. And, you know, I started to self-identify as Harry Potter. I remember seeing something across a glass window. I think it was a Harry Potter memorabilia. And I get so excited. I like run and slide on my knees all the way until like I hit the glass panel.
What the fuck?
Oh man, these are great
Where
childhood
was
memories.
this?
I was somewhere in New York.
You just ran into a glass.
I ran and then slid on my knees like you see in a cartoon, and slid in like I think my head banged against the glass window, and then like my family wouldn't ever get over that.
Oh, that's kind of the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Look, man, I was a kid.
That's funny though.
I think you have worse stories as a kid.
Maybe. I've gotten scarred. I've told you about my scars, but I'll tell the podcasters about my scars. Do you know about my scars?
No,
I have 2 scars.
you have one that I caused.
Okay, yeah, I have 3 scars. I do have one that Josh caused. I'll do that one last.
Okay.
I have a Y scar. When I used to have a buzz cut.
You did tell me about this.
You can see the Y scar. That one is from jumping off my parents' bed right into a dresser.
That sounds god awful.
And I might have been like 3 years old, but this was on Easter Day, so we missed church, like having to go to the hospital. like
what a shame.
Easter morning, I'm in the emergency room. And then I have one that's like more towards the middle of my head. That's just like a line. And now
they're both on your head.
yeah, and that one was I think it was a little bit older, probably like 5, like you were, or maybe 4. But I was under like a table. And I just like I was like playing, and then I just jumped up.
This
and
explains
I
so much.
bumped my head. Yeah, I got like severe brain damage.
I think so.
Luckily neither of them I actually remember getting stitches. So I mean I did get stitches. I just don't remember like the pain, which obviously is good because it doesn't. They're not traumatic memories. I just think they're funny.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't remember too much about the pain that I suffered
when
with
you're that young. Yeah,
metal trash bin. Oh, if you go to Six Flags now, you look around at all the trash bins.
there's a bent one
No, they're all plastic.
because of you.
It could have been me.
Every
single one is plastic.
That's funny. They should put some barriers on 5Ks to prevent people from not knocking people over at the finish line.
Oh yeah, so the last scar you have.
The last scar. Me and Josh did a color run 5K together, and you can imagine me like with a big smile, 50% gums, like running across the finish line. Like
Just about to finish.
I'm like waving at my parents, whatever. And then Josh is right behind me and like shoulder checks me and I like fall right over. And then in all the photos that we have from that from after the run, I use like a headband or like an arm band that we had, and I wrapped it around my leg, and it's just like bloody.
My God.
And yeah, I still have the scar from it. I think probably mostly my fault, because I remember I was like picking at that scab for a while too, but because I always pick at scabs.
Would you look at that?
I see like Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge. That is incredible. He has all 3 notifications.
The only 3 notifications I currently have.
Jesus.
But look, actually, it's just
Are they just asking you
Tinder,
to like come
Bumble,
back?
and Hinge to tell me to get on their app.
Yeah, they're like, you haven't been on in a while. What's going on? But yeah, do you like Halloween? Is it one of your favorite holidays?
I think I'm liking it more and more.
You're liking it more
because in the past I've been very lazy about it, and you probably have thought about that too. With how I am, I wouldn't put too much effort into it. I'm still not putting as much effort as I could be putting into it, because I know people plan ahead like 2 to 3 costumes in September for what they're gonna dress as. But I always kind of dreaded the idea before of Halloween, because it was too much work for me to think of like, what can I dress up as?
Yeah.
But now I've been having fun with it. I've been doing very simple costumes that just work with how I look, or some clothes I currently have. Just by looking up different characters and finding something that I'm like, I can pull that off.
Yeah.
And try it out. So I think I've been having fun with that spirit. Because it doesn't have to be so boring or so generic. Because before, I think I would keep it very generic, where I would wear something like a vampire. I was a vampire one year. Then I was like Popeye another
I posted
year.
that photo on our Should Talk More.
I think you did.
Yeah.
You also posted a photo at our 5K.
Oh yeah, that one too.
And I was like Spider-Man in the past. Actually, Christian, my brother Christian, he refused to be anything but Spider-Man for like 5-6 Halloweens.
Wow.
It was funny.
He should be the next Spider-Man, like in the movies, because that's like all the actors that play him, all they have is like photos of them as kids, like as Spider-Man for Halloween. Like, I always wanted to be this character. Now I'm playing him in the movies.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts of Halloween?
No, it's definitely my favorite holiday. I think it's always been my favorite holiday. I love dressing up. You know this. I have like so many like props and costumes at home. It's probably a problem. But it is exciting. I know one of the things I love doing is like on Halloween day, I'll like wear a costume like all day long. Like last year, I think before I put on my Timmy Turner costume, I was dressed up as a vampire, and I think you've seen those photos of me at my sister's house, like creeping up like that, and I was wearing that the whole day.
Yeah, this is the thing about you. I'm like, I'll see 5-6 different costumes of you for Halloween. I'm like, how do you prepare all this stuff?
Yeah,
I'm stressed out just trying to figure out one.
But it's definitely fun. I also have been thinking like it's really fun having like costume parties. I love when we can get our friends to all wear like costumes for something like that. I think whenever we have parties, it's fun when we do stuff that's like not like a regular thing. Like it's like has some sort of theme. So
yeah, and I agree. Cool. And I think that's where I've been finding a little bit more fun from it, because we've had these spontaneous Halloween parties. Well, maybe this past summer wasn't as spontaneous. We were already thinking about it for a month or so. But to force myself to come up with not 1, but 2 Halloween costumes in 1 year has been a huge effort for me. So I've been pleasantly pleased with the results.
Yeah. I think the one in the summer is fun too, because like there's no like Spirit Halloween to go to. So you do have to kind of get more creative with like either like ordering something or like using what you have at home.
That's true too.
Like, because I mean, Spirit Halloween kind of has dog shit costumes, but like, let's say if you didn't have one right before a party, you can go and just buy something. But like now you actually have to kind of like put effort into it.
And that's the thing. Every Halloween, that's what I did.
Yeah,
in the past.
Yeah,
I would always go to Spirit Halloween, or I'll go to Party City and just pick out one of their random costumes and go with that. And it was always such a trash costume. And so that's why I'm saying, like, I didn't like Halloween before, because I'd always do those last minute costumes where you can tell there wasn't much effort put into it, and I was always disappointed with how it turned out. But since I've been actually thinking about doing costumes that weren't just bought off from a Party City store at last minute, I've been happier with how things have turned out.
Yeah. It would be cool to go to that. I think I've told you about it. I don't know if we walked by it the last time we were in New York, but there's that a Halloween store in New York that's open up all year long, like Halloween Adventure.
Yeah, I thought they closed down.
Yeah, I have to look it up because I don't know if were they permanently closed or were they just closed like when we had went by? Because I think
Probably closed when we went by because
Yeah.
it is still there. I walked by it actually by chance recently when I was
Yeah.
in New York
'Cause
City,
they have,
but
like-
I don't think it was
like
open.
it's a really like identifiable
On
what are
it.
they- awning, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I should look it up though because I don't remember if like there was a reason because like they have been like I went there once in like the summer like after an internship.
Maybe we can go on Saturday.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It'd be cool to go because that's like probably the only Halloween store that I would like want to buy a costume from because their costumes are like
Genuine.
like they let's say like a superhero costume, like it'll be like made out of leather, like it won't be
Oh.
like cloth. Like you can buy like a Captain America costume and it'll be like a cosplay, like a real like suit instead of just like a
Gotcha.
leotard or whatever. So they have really cool costumes, but they have a cool costume of I always see it there of Daredevil from the Netflix show.
Yep, I know.
And they have like the actual like mask and like the armored like suit that you can buy, but it's
Sounds-
all really expensive.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
Yeah.
say. I'm like, this must be a
Yeah.
pretty penny to be
Yeah.
able to get any of this.
I feel like if I ever like came into like an unnecessary amount of wealth, like that would be the kind of stuff I would have at my house. I would buy like I would have mannequins with like a Daredevil costume.
Just put it into your retirement. Don't do that to your money.
No. And then I would just like randomly be like, what suit am I gonna wear today? And then I'll just like get a full on Batman
John.
costume. Hey,
That
those
is
are my
living-
goals in
that-
life.
That is living the dream for John.
yeah, that's like if I won the lottery, perhaps.
Every day he comes into work in a different costume.
Yeah.
If he starts his own company, that's what
Yeah,
he'll do.
yeah. I would be the CEO that comes dressed up as Daredevil. Yeah.
That sounds pretty fun. I would like to work for your company.
Yeah.
Do hire me if you have a successful company one
A
day.
costume only company.
I'll dress up for you.
That would be great.
However you want me to.
Do you have any like fun memories as a little tyke from Halloween?
As a little tyke. I don't remember being a little tyke, but no. That's a great question. I guess I don't remember anything right now.
Do you have any like were there any scary houses around your neighborhood when you went trick or treating?
There definitely were. I remember actually now you mentioned scary houses, and I had a fun 8th grade summer. If you remember first episode, Josh was a wild boy when he was in 8th grade. But one of our friends was able to drive us around. So we were able to see a couple of nice houses for Halloween and go trick or treating and get a lot of stuff. I really don't remember. Oh, you know what I dressed up as?
What?
I wore a T-shirt that says, "This is my costume."
God.
See, this is so iconic to how lazy Josh was.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's like a very Josh costume.
Exactly. So like all my costumes before were complete dog shit. But I had a good time. I kissed this girl and later found out she kissed another guy the same night.
Wow.
Yeah. And she ended up dating that guy.
Oh,
Congrats to them. I don't
do the laughing one.
I don't think they're still dating though.
Oh. That sucks.
No, I wasn't really into her like that.
I'm
anyway.
sorry that you had to go through that.
It was really not that big of a deal.
I'm trying to be here for you.
I appreciate it.
There was a haunted house by my house. Like it was a house that as a kid, like in the neighborhood, people would say like that house is actually
Is the
haunted.
spot to go?
No. Like it wasn't even for Halloween. Like it was just
It was
genuinely
just always
like
haunted.
a haunted house.
Gotcha.
Like it legit. You would walk down the street and it would be the only house that was like extremely discolored and it had like vines. It was just like an overgrown, like not well kept house. There were people living there though. It was just like I don't know.
Just don't know how to take care of their
they just
house.
Didn't take care of it, and it must have been like an old house. So, we always just like trick or treating. You would like avoid that house as a little kid because you would just be like scared to go there. And I don't know if we ever actually went there, but I do remember that house being scary. And then like a few years later, I don't know if new people moved in or if they finally cleaned it up. They just like cleaned out all the vines, like repainted the house, and it's like, oh, it's not haunted anymore, I guess. It looks like a
whack.
normal house.
So was it ever haunted, eh?
I don't know. It was just the aesthetic, I guess. They exorcised whatever ghosts they had there with a power wash.
With the power wash.
Yeah, they blasted it out.
I have a question. You have any stories of getting lost
As a little kid,
as a kid?
I have many stories of getting lost as a little kid.
Oh, what's your favorite?
I have one where I was on vacation in Mexico.
Okay.
And we were at one of these, it's almost like a flea market.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents lost me completely there. And it's like a huge flea market. And then they found me like much later with a Hispanic family.
You have a whole new family.
A Mexican family that lives there. Like they were just like holding my hand and they were like looking or like talking to the police, like trying to find out.
Were you crying or anything?
No, I think they said I was just like chilling.
Very relaxed with not knowing where your family was.
I had gotten lost so many times as a little kid. I feel like me not reacting just
You're
speaks
so
to
numb
it.
to it.
But the joke that my parents always have, or like that we talk about, is funny. Is like if they never found me, like if I was just stuck with a Mexican family, like there could be an alternate timeline version of me that's like a fully fluent Spanish speaking like Mexican. Yeah, just like raising because I must have been like 6, so like that's like enough time to learn Spanish fluent.
Definitely.
and just like live in Mexico as like a Hispanic
wow.
person. It would have been funny.
That John would be a lot cooler.
Now I know you have a good one, but does yours take place on Halloween?
No, mine doesn't.
Okay.
Mine takes place at my uncle's house in Virginia, I think it was, or someplace he was renting out at the time, which is like in the middle of the woods. And so he's outside, supposed to be watching us, and me and my brothers are outside playing. And then I see a cat. I see this cat, and I'm curious as to where he or she is going.
Yeah.
So I start following the cat into one backyard, to the next backyard, to the next backyard. And so I lost the cat, and then I actually looked up and realized I had no clue where the fuck I was.
Wait, how old were you again?
I don't know, like 4 to 5.
Oh,
Around the time I got the stitches, maybe. All these stories really take place at the same time, or all my memories just blurred.
I'm envisioning like a little Harry Potter getting lost in the woods with a cat.
And then I literally just stopped where I was and just started screaming at the top of my lungs.
Oh my god!
And I was in somebody's backyard, and they came out and said, "Who are you?" They started asking me all these questions. I'm incoherent. They are trying to write things down to try to gather information to help find my family.
Mm-hmm.
And then take yourself out of my shoes real quick, and let's go into the shoes of my mom. She's breastfeeding my little brother, Christian. Envision Christian now, this big buff guy. He's getting breastfed. And
you really tore him down. Hear that, Christian?
Yeah, you fucking
you nerd.
Fucking drink milk from a titty.
Holy shit.
And then my mom, she swears that she sensed something at this time and pulled Christian off of Colin's my other brother, confused it for a second, off her titty, and went downstairs saying, "Dad, where's Josh?" And he immediately knew something was wrong too. And so they went outside. Tommy, my uncle, "Where's Josh?" He's like, "I don't know." That typical uncle. And then they frantically look around and realize I'm not outside. And like my other brother is there, Jonathan. So now they're freaking out. Like, "Oh, what, Tom, you weren't watching the kids. You were supposed to be watching the kids." And so they start walking around, and back where I am, this lady starts walking around to try to find where I belong. And then we ran into each other, and everything was good from there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a fun time, man.
Was that for you? Do you remember that like vividly or no?
I remember following the cat, like bits and pieces of it, and I remember stopping in the backyard, just like looking up, feeling like I was such a small piece in a much bigger world.
Yeah,
lost.
Wow.
Like when I'm remember in the story, all I see is myself as like a small speck with so much greenery around me.
Yeah.
That's my memory.
Oh my gosh.
Christian got lost too.
Did he?
This one is a great one. So I come back from school and my mom comes to my dad's window, car window, saying, Christian's lost, like frantically, like what, that something's wrong. And so we start like frantically looking around, like one store to the next store to the next store, trying to find out where Christian went, asking everyone in the neighborhood what happened, called the police, what happened. And then they go back inside and they saw that he was sleeping on the kitchen table. There was like this bench at the back of the table that he was laying down on. He was knocked out there, but you can't see it because the table's covering him. Yeah. He was just laying in there the whole time.
How much time had gone by?
God knows how long. I don't remember.
Jesus.
I was too young.
That's like one of those things where like you can't find something and then you immediately start stressing out, and like I think just the fact that you're stressing out so much also like gives you that tunnel vision where it prevents you from just seeing
the
like
obvious. Yeah.
I feel like that happens just when losing like minuscule things, you just stress out so much, but it's like it's right in front of you most of the time.
It was such
That's
awful
crazy.
Story.
Oh my God. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had a situation where, because I have gotten lost a lot, but I don't think my parents ever called the police. I think I was usually found like pretty quickly.
I don't know how much time passed. It must have been enough for them to be that concerned, or they were just quick to call the police. All I remember is that we had this guy working on our furnace that day too, and he had no clue where Christian was. Yeah, he said, "Oh yeah." We asked him. He's like, "Oh, I don't know." That's all I got. And like my mom, I think it was just like my mom getting so reactive to the situation that probably narrowed what that Christian was right there the whole time.
Yeah, that like the panicking just makes it so much worse.
Yeah, it could. All right, that's all I got, man. So you're ready for Halloween this year?
I'm ready for Halloween. I don't know. Oh well, what I was gonna say is I don't know what I'm gonna be. This is the first year that I don't really know what I'm gonna be. And it's because I have a girlfriend now, and we're trying to do a couple's costume.
Oh, okay.
So it's like now I'm at the point in my life where I have to think beyond myself now.
You've never had this before.
I've never had this before, so now I have to do something that we both agree on. But we have a few ideas. But
so, do you plan on doing a couple's costume and an independent costume?
I'll probably be a vampire throughout the day or like throughout the week.
Throughout the week.
I had so much fun as a vampire. I bought those the teeth inserts that like mold into your mouth, and I was just like, I went to the grocery store like that and stuff. I was like talking to my parents with those in my mouth, like talking to my sister. I was like going all over the place. That was so much fun.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Okay.
But yeah, I genuinely have to figure out a costume to do this year.
Well, you said last year you actually did a costume with your sister.
I did, yeah.
And like her friend too, right?
Oh well, yeah.
And Gustavo,
her friend, her husband.
No, I forgot for a moment.
If it was somebody
like
else.
Natalia, and now I'm remembering she did Hey Arnold.
Yeah. That was probably the first year in a long time. Well, I mean, I guess I've done group costumes, like I've done like the greaser thing or whatever. So yeah, I guess it's slower to decide because like couples costumes, I feel like people put a lot of like importance on it because it's like, oh, we have to do something cool or something that like other people aren't doing. So
excited to see what comes out of this.
Yeah, I'm excited to get the Insta post out of it.
I need an Insta post. I haven't had an Insta post in a minute.
Yeah, I've been doing good sticking to my like once a month rule, but I mean technically my last post was like September like 4th or something, so I do got to get something out for October.
Yeah, and your time is due.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at doing the like once every 5 months I'll post 7 pictures in a row type of thing.
You know what? I've been missing that this year. There was that well, you had been on Insta. You got back on Insta the December of like 2019, I think, is when your current account.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Was it before the new year? I remember because you hadn't moved back yet, and I remember like I remember being home and just getting a notification that you had like posted something and then seeing it like it's a clip from the video and you're like, oh boys, I'm back.
That was such an iconic video that I could have chosen.
That's a great. How did you remember that?
I don't know. I think I've watched that video so many times. It's something that came to my mind as like a way if I was to ever. I don't think I ever planned it, but I think as I was starting to think about getting back onto Instagram, that video came to my mind as a first post. So I just took a clip out of that.
Yeah, because that's like the perfect way to come back, I think. And then there was a point like, was it in like August? It was like some point in the summer where you were posting like almost like every other day, and it was like 7 a.m. a post from Josh would come out. Like,
I was waking up early at that time, and I don't know. I think we just got a lot of good pictures around that.
We did, yeah.
Time of the year. So
there's something we went hiking with Alex Lago. We got those cool hiking pics.
We got some cool hiking pics. We got a cool pic at the mall, and he's like, post this and say that sex is good or something about sex. Oh, better than sex. Better than sex.
Oh yeah, with that shirt. Yeah. We I got you to shit post because there's like that one post where what was the first photo?
Oh,
it was like
this is when we were coming back from our Cape Cod.
Yeah. It was like a photo from Cape Cod of you like
laying down or something
by like the lighthouse we went to, and you were laying down over like some rocks though, I think, overlooking the water. Remember, and I think you laid down doing that like.
Yeah, and there's a few posts that
actually it could have been a couple posts from that week. From that weekend though, because I'm thinking of the post though that there were a couple sliding photos, and then the last couple were like random. There was one of you in the pool with your thighs.
Yeah,
like our friend Josh is in the background in the pool and at the pool from your parents' house, and then the last photo was like a meme. It was like I forgot what it said. Oh man,
I can't remember either.
It was just
yet another post or something like that. Yeah, I think it was making fun of that. I was posting so much.
I don't remember if you could pull it up because it was pretty funny, but that was like because I did post the meme because it's like you were shit posting basically.
Oh, actually, it was not anything related to Cape Cod.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't related. Wait,
it was a train track one.
Oh yeah, and you did it for both of us. Like slide to both of us.
It's Jake and Josh. Bro, you just posted cringe. Yeah, exactly.
It's like some random meme. Holy shit.
And then you also had me.
You had that one too, before
where we wrote "Don't get shipwrecked," and then you asterisked it with a footnote.
You put a footnote explaining the joke.
Yeah,
explaining the caption.
I have no clue if anyone ever actually read that.
That was a funny.
I had like no commentary.
You gotta do more posts like that.
We'll have to get back at it.
We could get some photos this weekend when we go out.
We should. We
can post some.
Oh, you know what we still need to do? We have to get some pictures of me and Josh with the new cars.
Oh yeah, we never did that.
He was asking to do that last week, but I think we were all just very busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, I want to use my drone. We have to go somewhere.
Oh, that would be cool.
We have to go somewhere. Somewhere private, I guess, like a private road where you guys can drive, but also somewhere where it's safe for me to fly the drone.
Yeah,
because it'd be really cool. Because like I could fly it all the way up and like follow you guys as you're driving or something.
Oh, that would
like
be nice.
That would be cool. Or like I have to show you some of the stuff I filmed when I was in Utah. But there's like I can have the drone like come up to the car and then it can like circle the car and it could like just film around the whole car and it'll circle it and then back up and like it'll like
widen.
Yeah, so it looks really cool. It's like the drone comes set with like movements, so it's like there's like preset movements that you just have to set the starting point and then it'll just do the movement until it detects that it might hit something. So like if it's like has a preset movement for a certain distance, but if it's like getting to it and there's like a tree, it'll stop.
That's pretty cool.
It's kind of cool. But if we're in an open area, it'll just go like as far as.
So you don't really have to do anything. It does it all for itself when it's
for those movements.
For a preset movement.
But like for following, it doesn't have tracking, so it might be kind of harder to get it to follow you guys while you're driving, but we could figure it out. It would be cool though.
Let's do it one of these weekends.
Yeah.
Not this weekend. I have a hot date.
Yeah, definitely not this weekend.
Definitely not this weekend.
We could do something.
And Josh is pretty busy too.
It would be cool maybe when there's like snow out. Well, not when the roads are messed up. When there's still like snow out on the ground, because I think like your car, especially like white on a black road with like snow on the other side, would look really cool.
That might look really nice.
Yeah.
I always think snow pictures are some of the best pictures.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
snow in the background.
Yeah.
Especially for hiking
the woods.
pictures.
Yeah.
That
Hiking
there you
pictures
go.
too,
There
yeah.
you go. I think the best hiking pictures, it's not the foliage, it's with snow around you.
We got really cool photos during our hike last.
We were carrying
January?
around some
Yeah.
berries too.
That's right. Yeah.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're coming up to the hour.
Yeah.
Want to get started with a scary
Sure.
story?
All right. I'm gonna read a creepy pasta. I'll drop it in the show notes. I guess I'll just jump right into it. If you have any questions, Josh, you can chime in or just give your commentary. This Reddit post is titled, "Does anyone know a good plumber? I did one of those stupid rituals and now my shower is leaking." And there's, I think this is going to sound weird. And now my shower is leaking. There's a faceless guy in my kitchen. All right.
Wait. Does anyone know a good plumber?
That's what it's titled.
Okay, got you.
All right, diving into the post. My landlord comes tomorrow and he's going to kill me, especially because I also have a cat and I'm not supposed to have pets. It all started when I was drunk messaging a girl on Tinder, and she said the only way she would meet up is if I did this weird ritual thing where I summoned a ghost or some shit. I think she called it mea culpa or something.
Would you do this? Is this something you would do, John?
I think you would do this too. if she was a baddie, if she was a baddie.
She would have to be like a 10 out of 10 baddie for this.
Actually, her message was, "The decaying flesh will not rest. I am the Alpha and Omega. I have seen the burning cities consume
Okay,
the
never
earth.
mind. Not even a 10 out of 10 baddie.
Our souls meet when darkness spills. Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea culpa." She was a weird chick, is what the guy says.
Is that how he summarizes it?
Yeah. He's like, at least I think she was a girl. I couldn't really see
I
her
think.
face. Her picture was just a black background with two shiny dots that kind of looked like eyeballs.
Oh my God, this
You
man
could-
is desperate.
You could sort of see the features, but it looked like her face was gray and I couldn't really see her mouth. But she had really good skin, and I was about to rally for a pizza face. Wait, I wasn't about to rally for a pizza face. What do you think a pizza face is?
I have no clue.
Is that like a term for girls that have pizza faces?
How did he describe his her skin? She had really thick skin.
Her face was gray and I couldn't see her mouth. All he saw was two white dots that looked like eyes.
Oh, I can be into that.
So this guy kind of
Face
sounds
is
like
gray.
Like he's like, so anyways, I weighed the pros and cons of spooky rituals versus a trampoline booty as best as I could.
Where did he get trampoline booty?
And he's like, I was on 5 shots of Patron. He must have seen her booty on her.
I thought there was nothing that even signaled
Or
how
maybe
she
he's
looks.
just thinking of trampolining her booty,
Oh, okay, maybe.
having her bounce on him. It was totally worth it, he says. So he made up his mind. I set my cell phone to 3:26 a.m. But since my phone is a 2005 Motorola Razr that was dropped in the toilet
I
several
don't think
times.
they have a fucking smart apps, any apps. They don't have Tinder if you have a bracer.
He's like, it was dropped in the toilet several times, so it went off at 4 a.m. Fuck, in all caps, he says. I decided to go through with the ritual anyways. I was also supposed to have a friend during the thing, but my bestie recently got incarcerated for selling heroin on the corner of Patterson Park and East Avenue. Shout out to my man Roscoe. Anyways,
Man,
this is posted on r/no sleep where people post
Okay,
like
yeah, I
serious.
know.
Yeah. Anyways, I sat up and turned my alarm off, but the moment I turned it off, I drunkenly passed out again. I woke up 20 minutes later, and I actually got out of bed this time, stumbling around my room in the dark because apparently you're not supposed to turn on the lights. Because if you do, a ghost will pop out. I was supposed to find a candle and light it, but my hungover just made me trip over several candles I placed on the floor.
okay.
Eventually, I gave up and flipped the lights on, grabbing a candle from my desk. I squinted out my window to see what my ghetto Baltimore neighborhood looked like at 4:20 a.m. The street was empty except for some rando wearing a black robe and a giant pointy black hat.
Tiny.
A giant. He stared up at me through the window. I couldn't really see his face. You know, Baltimore has gone through to the fucking dogs. First gang wars, now an updated KKK, for God's sakes. I lit the candle, looked at my phone. I was supposed to knock on my bedroom door 66 times, and the 66th knock timed on 4:06. But I had fucked everything up, and I just did a shave and haircut knock. What does that mean?
A shave and haircut?
I did a shave and haircut knock, and then walked away into my hallway. My bedroom door.
Like with the shave, with the razor, you're knocking the hair out the razor type of thing.
Oh, like yeah. I guess that makes sense. When you're like knocking the razor, maybe.
But he's supposed to knock it 66 times.
But he did a type of, I guess maybe a shave and haircut. Like he didn't do it that many times. Just a quick knock.
Okay.
He looked down his dark stairwell, and it looked pretty spooky. I thought I saw something moving on one of the lower steps. For the next step, I was supposed to close my eyes and walk forward while chanting "Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea culpa," which is Italian for "my culpa."
My culpa? What is my culpa?
He didn't even translate it. He just translated the meal word, which is probably some type. Wait. He's like, which is probably some kind of shitty Italian car. I tried to close my eyes and walk forward while talking about Italian cars, but my cat, Fish Sticks, ran under my feet.
Fish Sticks, of course.
And I ended up tripping over him and falling down the flight of stairs. At some point, the stupid candle went out as I fell down the stairs, but I was too concussed to care.
This man's life is in shambles.
I rolled up from the ground, groaning, but I decided I would just continue to go through the motions, which meant hiding in the closet and waiting for a ghost to play hide and seek with me. I chose the kitchen pantry because I had some opened potato chips in there, so I made my way back. I stumbled and I heard several soft whispers behind me. I spun around, hoping I was right about Fish Sticks, knowing how to talk, but no one was there, so he thought his cat could talk. Except for the figure standing in the corner. I stopped, blinked, and then it was gone. I really needed to lay off the Patron. As I honed in on the closet, the alcohol and concussion finally caught up to me, and I stumbled to a stop, doubling over and vomiting watery Patron all over my kitchen floor.
Nice.
Fuck, my ass was landlord grass.
My ass was landlord's grass.
You gotta use that next time. Oh well, you guys don't have a landlord here. It's like my ass was landlord grass. Like his landlord's gonna cut his ass. You know, like something to say your ass is grass.
Mm-hmm.
His ass is landlord grass.
Oh, someone's gonna cut your ass is like a threat.
Yeah, I think he's doomed right now.
Got you.
The hellish combination of alcohol, concussion, post vomit, and a looming eviction notice caused my emotions to go haywire as I unleashed a violent sob, mucus and tears rivering down my face. I heard a noise outside the kitchen.
Okay.
My eyes fell on the kitchen window, and I spied that stupid gang member / KKK dude in my backyard, still staring at me.
He's in the backyard?
I guess so.
Okay.
Now he's in his backyard.
Oh, shit.
I must have looked like an idiot, weeping in front of my kitchen pantry. Too ashamed to confront him, I just crawled into the pantry and shut the door. It was so cold in there that it near damn froze my man titties off.
Ooh.
My air conditioner was probably broken. I definitely needed to call the landlord, but that would mean sedating Fish Sticks and cuffing him in a suitcase under my bed.
Sedating him?
At this point, I realized I needed to reevaluate my life. Maybe I shouldn't drink as much. Maybe I should...
It had to come to this point for him to reevaluate his life.
Maybe I should give Fish Sticks to a good home. Maybe I should find women with intellect and pose. Maybe I should move out of my shit neighborhood where KKK people roam around at 4 a.m.
I sure hope this woman is real and beautiful.
I know. And with a trampoline ass.
For real.
After going through an entire existential crisis in my pantry, I decided to say fuck it and end the stupid ritual. That Tinder girl wasn't even that hot anyway. And besides, I still had several more ritually things to do, which included lighting 8 more candles, stabbing a Japanese doll, and spinning around in a circle while screaming, "You're it, you're it." This was all supposed to culminate in me going to my basement, sitting in front of a mirror, and looking into the mirror, but not actually looking into it, which made absolutely no fucking sense. As I
Okay.
as I got up and opened the pantry door, I heard a low moan coming from behind the door. I froze. I prayed to God it wasn't my landlord. I cracked open the door to see the gang member / KKK guy standing in the kitchen staring at me. I finally got a good look at him. He definitely didn't have a face. I guess getting your face taken away is part of a gang ritual now.
What the fuck?
He didn't react to my presence. He just stared. I didn't know how to help to deal with gang members or faceless KKK members, so I just stared back. We did this for about 5 minutes before I slowly inched out of the kitchen and back upstairs.
Just like nothing happened.
Yeah. He turned to watch me, but he didn't move.
Both so creepy. Go on.
So after I went up to my bathroom to take a shower, now my shower head is leaking, which I blame on the stupid ritual. So if you guys know any good plumbers in the Baltimore area, I would definitely appreciate it.
So that's where the plumber comes in.
And that's the whole creepypasta. Wow. That was... I thought it would be a little scary.
I think it's scary that this KKK or gang member doesn't have a face and he's just inside his kitchen. Somehow he continues to get closer and closer into the house.
Does anyone know? Yeah, I find it funny.
He's asking
all these
about
events happen when he's just asking for a plumber.
That's completely unrelated, but he tries to tie it in.
Yeah. Okay. So that was my scary story.
I love that it relates to a Tinder date that is not even that hot.
Yeah, I want more detail on that because he just said all he could see from her photos was like two white spots and a gray face.
Yeah.
But now he's saying that he wants her trampoline ass.
Yeah, I think that's just something that he's
just imagining.
Yeah, imagining. He's so down bad. He's hoping that there's something to trampoline on. And then really would do anything to just go on a date.
Yeah, I think he's extremely down bad.
And his friend is also convicted. So, I mean, I don't think he's doing too well in life.
No, he's not.
Poor man. If you need any help, John is available.
I am available to help you guys.
Yeah, and give him a call. His number is 908. I don't know the rest.
You don't know my number?
Not at all.
I don't know your number.
When I met you, I didn't have a physical phone book anymore. You ever had a physical phone book?
No. Did you used to have a physical phone book? Really?
I used to call my friends in second grade, actually. Like first or second grade.
And you would use, are you talking about like the yellow pages? Like a big...
No. I'm talking about like a phone book where you'd keep a record at home of your contacts.
Oh, shit. No, I never had that.
Yeah, no, we would have that at home.
Really?
Yeah, so like I would get numbers of my friends at school. They'll write it down on a piece of paper. I'll go back and I'll write it in the phone book. And then from time to time, I'll call and say, and ask, hey, can I speak to so-and-so? And then like their parents would give the phone over and then I'll speak with my friend from like second or first grade while I was in second or first grade.
Holy shit. That's so funny.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I'm trying to think. I don't remember. I used to remember having phone calls in middle school with like my friends and my parents would like either call them for me or they would call my house, but I don't remember how I kept their numbers because I didn't have a phone then.
You'd had to get it somehow.
I must have had something, or maybe my parents maintained like a phone book of.
You should ask them.
Yeah, I should. That's so interesting. I do remember having an actual like yellow pages or white pages like book at home, which I always find so funny.
Yep. But we definitely maintained. I mean, I'm sure most families did, and most households had like their own phone book of just contacts.
Wow. Yeah, I don't remember that. I think you're dating yourself.
Maybe. Girls might be into it.
Yeah, they might. You're a DILF right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right, guys. I'll link this stupid, scary story in the show notes. But, if you're listening to this, it's coming out before Halloween. So you should definitely let us know some scary stories of your own.
And let us know what you're dressing up as. That's what I'm more interested in.
Oh yeah.
Especially never mind. So have a happy Halloween. I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Me and John certainly will. We'll be telling you about our hot date next week.
Oh yeah. Look
With
forward
one
to us.
another.
And we'll take a bunch of photos of our hot date too.
Mm-hmm.
And next week, we're talking about before midnight.
Yeah, we are.
You know what? We should watch that on Saturday because we will have to watch it at some point in the week.
You can try.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can fit that in.
We'll have to leave New York early
Yeah,
so we can have a reasonable amount of time to actually sit down and watch that.
yeah,
I'll be down.
yeah.
And then also, maybe perhaps, what day of the week is Halloween?
Halloween falls on a Sunday this year.
Okay. I was thinking about maybe when we have the post coming out for this week that we might be able to have actual Halloween content. But maybe that'll be too early.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it'll come out on the Thursday, and yeah, Halloween wouldn't happen yet. But
double post on Sunday.
we should manipulate our friends into having a Halloween party the week before Halloween.
Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. Just for the We Should Talk More podcast.
Just don't tell them.
If they listen to a podcast and they would know so much about our friends, we'll find out.
Yeah, we got to bank on them not listening.
Yep.
All right, guys. I hope you have a very happy and safe Halloween. And
Check us out on shouldtalkmore.com. You can find all of our socials. You can also find all of our socials in the show notes. So just swipe up and click around. Deuces. Happy Halloween.
subscribe, Yamis.
Oh, and Billy Mays. Have a wonderful time from OxyClean.
Okay. Thank you, guys.